Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Simple Stories Saturday, where we'll all be using simple stories to create our layout. And this monthly hop is hosted by Joanne Bartel, and it is Follow a Sketch February, hosted by Sandy, who is State Goddess here on YouTube. So I will be creating with a sketch today, and today it's a grid from Cherry on Top. And yeah, I get 9 squares on there, just like them. I have no bows though. And my title's in the middle. My title was longer than one word. I'm going to scrap these 4 photos of Malachi, and I'm going to use that film strip there, and then I'm going to use one of these Bramble Fox dies, and it's the little one towards the top. I am going to use these to make my title because, like I said, it is more than one word. And those are some pieces that was already layered. And then I have the bits and pieces, the sticker book, and the 6x8 paper pad. And this is Simple Stories Safe Travels. I didn't have any 12x12, so I had put this in with it a long time ago, and it works out pretty good when I use it. I cut up one of the 6x8 papers for my grid here with geotags. However, I came up short one, so I took the scraps and put them together, and it's the one I used there for the title. So I went ahead and did that because that took me a little while. But it's always take the road less traveled. Who needs a door anyway? Because in the pictures, Malachi is getting in on the side that does not have the door. The door is open on the other side, but he's getting in on the side without the door. And this came to me in a video. My son sent it to me because he's telling me, Malachi, there's a door. And he looks over, and everything, and looks around and still continues. Of course, it's probably a whole lot more fun going through without opening the door. And so I thought I'd put that in my title. I used, well, I'm not sure, I don't think it's the other side of that like lime green. No, it's not. But it's one of the papers. Each of the papers that I showed that was 12x12 is 2 different colors on each one, different one on each side. So it gave me just a little more to work with. I took and layered some stickers on cardstock and fussy cut them out so that I would have more pieces to choose from that I was wanting to use on this layout. And I thought I'd take this one little film strip and cut it apart. And watching the video while I was editing it, I was thinking I should have done that for each one of the squares here and matched them up a little bit better. But no, I didn't think of that, so that didn't happen. There was a few things I'd wished I'd done watching the video, but I didn't think of it while I was doing it. I cut this little radar looking thing out of one of the pattern papers, and it has arrows. So one arrow is pointing down, which I would not have wanted. I didn't pay attention to that when I was cutting it out. So I'm going to cover it up. The rest, you can't tell they're arrows at all. I'm going to use it kind of like a little bit of background for this part here. And I fussy cut out the compass, the binoculars, and the camera. And see that piece right there? I thought I'd put it with it and have them all clustered together. However, in a minute, I'm going to notice that one of them says something about a compass, and I think I really need to use that in that square. And see, it's kind of big. My plan was to put it up there on that one on the right with the sun, and it would have hung off, which I would have liked. But I like it a lot better, it being a compass. And what it says is, live your life by a compass, not by a clock. And so I thought I'd go really good with my little compass there. And that little piece says, ready for takeoff. And there's that plane up in the air. However, he loves to ride in those little trucks and cars. This one is his cousin's, but they all get in each other's. And then some of the bigger kids a lot of times will push him, and I mean, he just giggles and gets all excited. Well, he did at this age. Well, he still did this last summer too. I'm adding my camera in. I wanted it to, there's a strap on the binoculars, and I wanted it to help hold the strap up. So both the binoculars and the camera is on foam tape. And this one, while I was watching, like I said, there was a few things I was wishing I'd done a little bit differently. I wanted to put a little like road there for the car to drive on, something, anything, so it just wasn't sitting there. So I put so much world, so little time. And looking at it, I thought I could have hand drawn or hand cut. Hand cut would probably been a better idea. Some mountains. There was a little uh, bits and pieces in there. There was a little, oh, I can't tell you the shape because I can't remember, but it had mountains on it. I think it was oval. And I considered cutting them out and putting them right behind the car, but they were so little. And okay, that won't work. But I did not think of doing my own with one of the colored cardstock papers. I don't guess they're really cardstock. They're the same weight as the papers for the 6x8. But I could have put some mountains there. So, it might happen still. I don't know. But I love that little sun. So I wanted to make sure I put it on one of the little clusters here. And the arrow, I'm putting it on foam tape, and then there was a sticker matching it in the sticker book that says scenic route, so I kind of tucked it behind there. And then this was a sticker in the sticker book, and it says play a little, and I put it on cardstock and fussy cut around it so I can move it around too. I like moving them around and deciding where I want to put them. And this is one of the little geotags. And even though there's all kinds in the background, you really can't tell they're geotags. So I wanted to make sure I put one at least on the layout. And this little sticker here says go see do. And then there's a heart. And I think that's it. Yeah, it's it. I'm done with the layout. It was super quick once I cut all the squares out and cut the photos a little bit smaller. But I really need to mention that down there below you will find a list of all the links for Simple Story Saturday and lots of inspiration with simple stories. And you will also find a playlist for Follow a Sketch February. So plenty of inspiration down there below in the description box. But there's my little binoculars, camera, and compass. And that was just a cute saying. And it had to go with my compass. And here's the scenic route with play a little sign and my little geotag there. And here's my title, Always Take the Road Less Traveled. Who needs a door anyway? And yeah, I had to do something about him ignoring the door and the coaching about the door. And this one is so much world, so little time. And that was the cutest car. I believe it was on the sticker sheet too. I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah, that's it. That's my layout. And I want to thank you all so very, very much for joining me and taking the time to be with me while I create. Because I know you can watch plenty others. But I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Have fun with the playlist and the links down there below. And get lots and lots of inspiration. Bye.